Okay team, so day 11, so we're going to have a shake out. Today we're going to work on moving those arms through long ranges of motion, across the body, through the center, stretching through. I'll keep talking about this thoracic extension, open up. Remember, I don't feel like anybody can really truly be energized if they've got any holding patterns or any restrictions. So I want to get rid of those. So let's have a little shake out, So if this is the morning, guys, good morning. If you've had a good day at work, fantastic. Let's shake it up, let's get energized. Let's shake it through, guys. Now I like to get those heels twisting, let the body loose, get their body moving. And then we're going to start stretching those arms through, stretch big long circles round the canter. Now notice, guys, I'm even stretching my fingers out as well. When those fingers stretch, when everything stretched through, everything open, and then relax it around. We're going to go around with just the shoulders. So the motion we're doing today, guys, are called wood choppers, right? You don't have to be chopping wood in your imagination. You can be chopping anything, kick your butts. But you get the idea in a second why they're called wood choppers. But we're not just going to go through one-dimensional motions. We're going to go through the whole range of motion we can do with this wood chopping motion. Okay, so flick the heels in, the opposite hand, loosen those hips out. Loosen those hips, lay your knees nice and high. So guys, as soon as you start moving around, you're requesting energy in your body, and your body's got to find it from somewhere, and it wakes up. A lot of people's energies are low, not because they've got low energy, but because there's no use for the energy. Let's shake it up. Give the body a reason to be energized. Shake it up, get excitement going. Jog it in, dropping those toes, nice and loose in those toes. Keep those arms moving nice and loose. Let's get his arms punching out. There we go, team. Shoot. And then shoot them up, and shoot them out, and shoot them up, and keep them moving. And then just go in any direction you want to go. There we go. And then what we're going to do, guys, now, we're going to move those feet around as well. The arms are going, the legs are going. Just move it around nice and easy. Shake it out, shoot it out, and then shake it out. Excellent work, guys. Okay, ankles round, big circles. Just got to invigorate that body. You've got to send those vibrations through. Remember, guys, you're in control of your energy. Most of your energy is going to come from your mind, right? If you don't eat healthy, obviously you're going to have troubles. If you don't sleep enough, you're going to have troubles. Hips round, big circles. If you don't drink enough water, that's all obvious. But if your mindset is wrong, and we've got those holding patterns, those restrictions, those negative thought patterns, we're never truly going to be energized. So you just got to sometimes just shake it out. Be a bit silly with these movements. You'll notice a lot of my movements are a bit silly. And when I'm doing my Energizer in the morning by myself, I'm not talking to a camera, right? So I'm just losing myself. And that's what I want you guys to get in the habit of doing, just lose yourself. Okay, then we're going to reach across, stretch one side and the other side. Remember, let this torso reach through, just long arm, head stays tall, stretch it out. And then notice here, guys, how I'm bringing this heel off the floor. You're going to need that in a bit, Okay, then reach it over the top. This time we're going to keep the heels down. That's it, stretch it across, stretch it out. Okay, start off with, guys, our wood chopper is going to go through with a long stretch at the top, right? So I want to get that motion in first. So show from the side. I'm not leaning my hips forwards. I'm not taking my head back. I'm literally opening the arms up and down. So we're going to work through that. Open the arms up and down. A big letter Y. Stretch it up and down. There you go. Now what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to step back and then stretch up. Now when I step back, I'm not stepping back and leaning back again. I'm going to step back and just stretch up. Let's give that a go. So find your feet and stretch up. Find your feet and stretch up. I've just noticed my shoelaces coming undone. So I'm going to sort that in a second because I don't want that to trip me up. Safety first. Keep stretching. I'm going to do two more while I just tighten this shoelace up. Okay, right, so now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to, from this stretch position here, we're going to come down into a squat and then back up again. Now, I'm not doing any power to start with, so I'm stretch position. I want your legs nice and wide. Up we go, and then down into that squat. Now, notice, guys, I'm not throwing my head down, I'm throwing my arms down. So my arms are coming stretched out and then down to the floor. Stretch out, bum goes back and down to the floor. Stretch out, bum goes back and down to the floor. Stretch. Let's do two more. Stretch out and then down. One more. Stretch out and then down. And relax. Shake it loose. Kick those butts. Let's get those heels flicked right up. Heels flicked. Get it moving. That's it. 5 more seconds. Keep pumping. Okay, so now we're going to go into our diagonal motion here. Now I want you to imagine, guys, you've got a sword or an axe in your hand. To this side is a tree, right? I'm going to get the sword and I want to hit the tree, so I'm going to turn my body, I'm going to chop. Now I'm going to chop it, guys. You can hit different angles, but to start with, let's focus on a high diagonal angle here. Notice you said about that heel, and I'm reaching my hips right up, and then I'm bringing and dropping right down. So this is the technical part. I'm going to imagine I've got handlebars. I'm going to turn my hips and then turn my hips. So the heel comes off, turn the hips, turn the hips. Now, as I turn away from the tree, I lift and I raise the body, stretch it right through the lat, and I drop down, and then you see this motion. Bam, like I'm hitting it. Pow. Don't worry about power just yet. Reach up, chop down. Imagine that tree, imagine that axe. Reach up, chop down. Reach up, chop down. Let's do a few more. Reach up and chop down. See how we're reaching through? So if I go to the side, reach up, chop down. Reach up, chop down. And you can see it relax, go to the other side. You can see how I'm using all my abdominals, all my back, right through my arms. Reach up, chop down. So there are 4 different areas in your body. You've got your base, your feet, all the way up to about your calf. You've got your core, your thoracic, and then your navigators. And navigators is your eyes telling you what you need to do. So you've got to get the mind's eye on it. I want you to imagine that tree, reach up and chop down. Stretch it up, you've got the axe in the hand, and chop it down. Notice how I'm rotating from here, pulling to here. That little bit of a drop, stretch here, nice and tall, stretch to the abs, drop down into the knee. Stretch up and drop down. Stretch up the shoulders, working across the body from one side of here, chopping down. Let's do a few more. Reach up and chop down. Reach up and chop down. One more. Stretch right up and chop down. And shake your list, shake your list. Let's go back to forwards. Keep that body bouncing, keep that body shaking. Little twist, little twist, little twist. Okay, so, real simple one this time. The chopping is directly in front of you. So you're going to chop a piece of wood that's in front of you, grab the axe, and we're dropping down. Now before, we were just slowly going down, slowly. From here, we're going to stretch up, and we're going to chop down there. Guys, it's about controlling that motion, right? So we're getting a bit more power into your workouts now. I'm chopping down, I'm dropping the bum down here. I'm not throwing my head forwards. This is going to pull through my back, and obviously I'm losing control. Eyes lay forward, chop. So I don't want to let the axe pull me into the floor. I want to be here, stretch, chop down. Then notice a little bit, I'm doing a little bit of a jump here. See if you can get this into it. Reach up and bam. I'm not doing massive power, reach up and bam. And that land the heel is going to send the vibration to the legs. Bam, notice how my bum isn't going too low. Bam, just that right angle. No. Let's do a few more. Chop it down. Reach up and chop it down. Let's do a couple more. Here we go. Stretch up and chop it down. Feel the arms open up so you can really work through that long range of motion and down. And relax in there. Big arms around there. Shake them out. And relax. Okay, heads down side to side. So you want to work through our long levers, guys. If you want your core to be activated truly, you've got to give it a reason why, and you've got to stimulate through the limbs. Use the limbs to give the core a reason why. A little roll round. Here we go, roll round. And again, roll round. And roll round. Okay, right, so now we're going to go through those multiple motions. So we've got the tree here. We're going to reach up and chop down. We're going to reach across, chop. Then we're going to reach down and chop up, right? So I'm hitting low, medium, high. Now when I hit low, I want to pull from a high position. Bam, we did this one, right? Then I hit medium, I'm going to pull from a medium position, chop across. Then when I hit high, I'm going to pull from a low position and chop up. Okay, so I'm going to go from here, let's go. Low, medium, and then chop up high. Feel how the body has to change and adapt from across 1, 2, and then I'm coming up, pow, chop out. And again, one more time, from high to low, medium to medium, low, up, pow, to high. Okay, other side, here we go. So grab it the other side, the tree is now over here. From high, twist across, remember this, twist across, bang to low. Medium to medium, low, chop up high. And again, high, bang to low. Medium across to medium. Low, up to high. One more time, here we go. Right across the motion, 1, and again, medium, 2, high, 3, and relax. Okay, now guys, from here, the last one I'm going to do here is I'm going to do single arm wood choppers from here to the center, but I'm going to slightly to the opposite foot. So single arm, I'm just going to chop down 1, bring up, chop down 2. So imagine you have the axe, you've got 2 axes, and I've got 2 trees. I'm going to stretch now. I'm getting that stretch motion here. I'm just coming down more into squat position. Bam, drop down. Now the problem I have is, guys, if everyone only ever learns squats, they do amazing squats or they do lunges, you're only good at those those motions, and your legs you don't just do this when you want to go down. If you want to pick something up off the floor, you might rotate into it, yeah? If I want to put something on the floor, I might rotate into it. I don't just go in a plain motion. Now, how many times you pick something up and you've gone, let me pick this up correctly? You probably just do this, right? So let's make sure from here, pow, that I'm strong in this squat position here. Bam. I know Dave Kovach calls this a rabbit squat. So it's like bang, so you can run off. So the idea is like as a rabbit, they alert and they just go. So what you're doing is you're dropping and rotating at the same time, dropping and rotating. So it's a more usable squat. Pow, but you wouldn't load with a big weight in this position. Stretch and chop down. Stretch and chop down. Stretch and chop down. So I'm rotating, I'm learning how to coordinate this motion. You can see what I'm doing. The leg that I'm going into, the heel stays on the floor. The other one, the heel comes off. And I'm spiraling my body down. This leg, chop down. So reach up, chop down. Let's do 5 more. Up. 1, stretch. 2, take the shoulders and hips down. Bang. From the side. 3, and again, stretch. 4, and up. And 5. And relax. Okay, keep those butts. So I'm giving you motions you're more likely to go into. The worst thing you can do, guys, is train somebody how to get really good at one single pattern and then move in a different pattern, bang, they get an injury. Because you're super strong in one area, you apply that strength to other areas and the body doesn't know how to cope with it. Big knees round. So there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this Energize. 1, see if I can shake people up, get the energy going to improve your standard of living that day. But also to make sure you're safe when you go back to exercising. Kick your butts. That's super important to me, that everybody is safe when they're training. I don't want people going back to the gym and getting injuries. That will set you back too far. Have yourself a fantastic day. Go and be awesome. Go and rock.